RevenueSA's educational video series. In this video, we will look at how the Emergency Services Levy is calculated and where to go for further information. The Emergency Services Levy on real property is levied each financial year. It is determined based on ownership and usage of land as at 12:01 a.m. on the 1st of July. The owner at that time is liable for payment of the Emergency Services Levy for that financial year. If the property is sold after the 1st of July, generally an adjustment will be made by your conveyancers and you may be required to pay a proportion of the levy at settlement. The Emergency Services Levy is calculated using the formula as shown on the screen. Let's look at each of these components separately. The fixed charge component is $50. The fixed charge does not apply to properties located in Regional Area 3. Properties with a land use factor of special community use, such as charitable organisations, hospitals, public halls and nursing homes, have a fixed charge of $20. The variable charge is calculated by using the following formula: capital value multiplied by prescribed area factor, prescribed land use factor, and prescribed levy rate. Let's briefly have a look at each of these components separately. The capital value is determined by the Office of the Valuer General. The value is determined using industry-recognised valuation processes that take into consideration the current improvements, sales, and related market evidence and all other matters that may have an impact on the value of a property. The area factor for Emergency Services Levy purposes has been divided into 4 areas, referred to as Regional Area 1, 2, 3 and 4. Each area has a different factor applied to it, which reflects the varying levels of emergency service provisions in that area. The land use category is based on the land use attributed to the property by the Office of the Valuer General. There are 7 land use categories for Emergency Services Levy purposes. Each of these has a prescribed land use factor. The Emergency Services Levy land use categories are residential, industrial, commercial, vacant land, rural, special community use, and other. The final component for the variable charge is the levy rate. The general remission is the amount the state government contributes on behalf of eligible levy payers to the Community Emergency Services Fund. It is the difference between calculating the Emergency Services Levy variable charge, using the prescribed factors and levy rate, and the effective factors and levy rate. Owners who are pensioners, beneficiaries of certain Centrelink allowances, and some healthcare card holders may be eligible for a concession on their principal place of residence. If you are eligible for a concession, you will also receive the benefit of an increased general remission on your notice. All applications and inquiries for concessions are handled by the Department of Human Services. Further information regarding eligibility for a concession for the Emergency Services Levy and an online application is available from the website shown on the screen. Groups of properties that are part of a single farming enterprise or adjoining land, referred to as contiguous land, may be eligible for a reduction of the fixed component of the Emergency Services Levy. The fixed charge will apply to only one of the properties constituting a single farming enterprise or a contiguous group. That brings us to the end of this educational video. If you require any additional assistance, please contact us.